Now, the UK is a really great place to work, and you know that, which is exactly why you are watching this channel right now, right? But here are two more things that you probably didn't know. Now, number one is that the UK Prime Minister, in an interview recently, said that he was in favor of issuing more skilled worker visas to Indians because they are facing the shortage to the tune of 10,000s of jobs in the UK. And that's great news because that obviously means that there will be more job opportunities opening up, and a lot of them will offer skilled worker visas to Indians. Great, right? The second thing is something you probably might not be aware of, but nevertheless is very interesting. As of today, while shooting this video, the pollution level in Maidenhead is, wait for it, the pollution level in Maidenhead is 2. That's amazing. Let's take a quick look now and see what the pollution level is in Delhi. The pollution level in Mumbai is 201 and Bangalore is about 160. Now, I don't need to tell you why pollution is bad for you. I'm pretty sure all of you know that already. But just bear in mind, Maidenhead and London also, I've checked for London as well, is 2 in comparison to 210 and 240. So all the more reason why you should move to the UK immediately. Now, in one of my previous videos, I had asked you to tell me which industries and streams you were particularly interested in when it comes to moving to the UK, where you wanted to look for jobs, which industries you wanted to know had the most number of companies sponsoring visas and all of that. And a lot of you wrote back to me. And basis that, I picked a few industries today. So in today's video, what we're going to do is we're going to look at some of the most prominent employers in these industries. And what we're also going to do is go through some of the job openings that are available right now and that you should rush to apply to after this video. Oh, and if it wasn't clear already, all of these jobs offer visa sponsorship. Now, if the industry you work in or the job role you're interested in doesn't fall under these 3 categories that we're covering today, your first inclination might be to just turn off the video or move on to something else. But I highly recommend you don't do that, and here's why. Although the openings we're talking about might not be related to you or what you're doing today, these companies might also offer opportunities for the roles that you currently work in. So what you ideally need to do is make a list of these companies and go back to their career section and see if they're offering roles for the roles that you're interested in and if they're offering visa sponsorship for it as well. Now, unlike in the case of IT is usually a primary function in a lot of companies, tech companies. Marketing usually plays a secondary role in a lot of these companies, unless you're, of course, looking at an ad agency or a creative house. So the teams in marketing usually tend to be a lot smaller, and most companies don't often offer visas for these roles. But here's the thing. A lot of companies, especially retail, FMCG for instance, have really big, robust marketing teams, and a lot of them are happy and willing to offer visa sponsorship roles for jobs in the UK. But typically the size of marketing teams depends on the type of organization, the nature of the organization, what the scale of operations are, and a lot of teams have a really, really big marketing team. Like the company I last worked for had about 40 or 50 people in their marketing team, which was really big. So some of the organizations that have really large marketing teams and also offer visa sponsorship for roles in the UK include Nestle, Philips, all sorts of universities in the UK, Quali, Procter & Gamble, Unilever, Henkel, Heinz, United Biscuits, Hovis, PepsiCo, Diageo, Coca-Cola, Mondelez, Mueller, RB Group, Avon Cosmetics, Walgreen Boots, Asahi, Suntory, Pernod Ricard, ASOS, Marks & Spencer's, Amazon, John Lewis Partnerships, Next, Net-a-Porter, New Look, Superdry, Dunelm, Wayfair, Ted Baker, Oppo, and Samsung. Now, this is not the entire list. These are just some of the biggest names in the fields of retail and FMCG that happen to offer marketing jobs and also happen to offer skilled sponsorship visas. Now, if you want the entire list of all of the companies that offer roles in marketing for skilled jobs in the UK, all you need to do is head over here. If you know the name of the company, all you need to do is enter the name over here and hit enter, and it will show you whether this company offers a skilled worker visa or visa sponsorship in the UK or not. Something you should bear in mind is that most of these companies are listed under the names of the parent companies. So if you're looking for roles in Cadbury's, for instance, you'd have to look for Mondelez. Now, if you're looking for roles in marketing, you're actually in luck because I happened to pull together a lot of the openings that are available right now, and I'll be taking you through them. My request to you is please go apply as soon as you can because a lot of these Openings expire. A lot of these openings close early when they feel they've received enough applicants, so don't wait too long. So starting off with Quali. Quali has a lot of marketing openings available at this moment. The first one is for Product Marketing Manager. So Quali is a gaming company, and it's a company I had covered in my previous video as well. And if you look at the job description, you'll see that they're looking for somebody who has some amount of experience in another video game company. So if you do have that, it's absolutely great. And apart from that, the company has a lot of other great features, like they offer private medical cover, they offer relocation support, they offer you access to the on-site gym. It's a dog-friendly office. They have free snacks, they have monthly awards, and they have stuff for entertainment like consoles and pool tables and table tennis and darts. So all in all, looks like a really great place to work at. The second one is for Head of Influencer and Media. The third one is for Influencer and Content Manager. The fourth opening at Quali is for Digital Campaigns Manager. The fifth opening for Quali is PR Manager. They also have an opening for Lead Growth Manager and another one for Graphic Designer. Top Cashback has an opening for an Influencer Executive. The University of Reading has 3 openings. The first one is for a School Marketing Officer. The second opening is for a Senior Marketing Executive. And the third opening with the University of Reading is for a Digital Campaigns and Engagement Officer. The University of Edinburgh has an opening for Communications Specialist. PwC has an opening for Marketing Transformation Director. The University of Sussex has an opening for Head of Campaigns. KitKat has an opening for Brand Manager. Reload Group has an opening for a Paid Advertising Specialist. The University of Portsmouth has an opening for a Senior Content Designer. The Urban Jungle Insurance has an opening for Marketing Manager. Eatsy has an opening for SEO Manager. Nestle Nespresso has an opening for a Communications Specialist. And the University of Sussex also has an opening for a Media Relationships Manager. Now, before I move ahead, if you haven't hit that subscribe button already, do it now and click on the bell icon for notifications. Now, as with the case of marketing, HR also plays a support function in most organizations, unless, of course, it's an HR recruitment firm, which is why the number of openings are usually a lot fewer. So the same logic would apply as I gave you for marketing, but I would highly recommend you do 2 things. And the first thing is, if you could go back to the video I had put up the last time, which was the top recruiters in the UK, and even though the roles were for IT or for healthcare, head over to all of those companies' career sections and see if they have any openings listed out for HR or recruitment. All right. The second thing is, if you know the name of the company that you're interested in, you can always head over to UK Tier Sponsors and actually look for the company and see whether it exists, whether it is a skilled worker visa sponsor or not. And if it is, you can just directly apply to them on their careers page. Some of the top recruitment firms in the UK which also offer visa sponsorship include Adecco, Impelum, Reed, Michael Page, Manpower UK Limited, Nestle, University of Portsmouth, Quali, and many UK universities, and also Quotacom. Some of the current openings in the field of HR and recruitment include an opening for a talent resourcer or a headhunter at Quali. There's also a recruitment consultant opening at Quotacom. Sumo Digital has an opening for an HR administrator. What's interesting in what they offer is they have an electric car scheme. They have 27 days of holidays. Most usual companies I've seen have about 25 days. And they have wrap parties. They have travel prize draws and they have game jams. They have light drawing. They have yoga classes. So basically, a lot of emphasis not just on your job but also at keeping you happy at your workplace. The University of Aberdeen has an opening for a senior HR partner. And the University of Sussex has an opening for an HR compliance officer. Now, like I said earlier, all of these listings have said specifically that they offer visa sponsorship, but I would request you to go through the fine details and ensure that they do. And when you send in your job application, please mention specifically that you are looking for job sponsorship just to make things easier for yourself. Now, if you haven't already, tell me in the comment section below which industry you're interested in and which industry you want me to cover and help you look for jobs in, and I will definitely try and incorporate them in future videos. Now, the third industry I'm covering today is another industry that a lot of people asked me to cover basis your previous comments, and it's basically hospitality. Now, unlike the case of marketing and HR, hospitality doesn't really have a support function. It's a different industry all by itself, right? And the challenge with this is basically two things. The first thing, it's not as organized as tech, for instance, so finding opportunities is a little more difficult. And in a lot of cases, a lot of roles go through organized agencies or consultants. The second thing is, in a lot of cases where hospitality is concerned, recruiters prefer to recruit locally for multiple reasons. The first reason is because they want people to be able to join quickly. Another reason is that they want people who can speak English extremely well, especially if they're customer facing. And another reason could be the fact that they usually give a preference to their own people because it doesn't really fall under the shortage occupation list. Now, that being said, you can still go ahead and check under UKTS sponsors if you know the name of the company or the hotel or the hospitality group that you're interested in, and you can see if that group falls under that list or not. Again, remember to use the name of the parent company and not the hotel by itself, because in the hospitality industry, a lot of individual hotels are also owned by a larger parent company. So it's important to check under the parent company's name and not under the individual hotel's name. Some of the largest hotel chains in the UK are owned by Marriott, InterContinental, Taj International Hotels, Travelodge Hotels, Hilton, Whitbread Group, which also owns Premier Inn. So you should definitely check their websites for opportunities from time to time. Moving on to the opportunities available in the hospitality sector right now. Some of the opportunities include a chef at Zen Durnham. Malgudi is recruiting for a restaurant and bar manager. The role at Malgudi requires you to have at least 2 years of experience in a managerial role in a restaurant or a hotel. Apart from that, you'll also have to be responsible for the overall F&B budget, be responsible for money handling, stock taking, and all of that. You can read all the description over here. If you'd like to apply for this role, all you need to do is click Easy Apply, and that allows you to apply with your LinkedIn profile itself. Phantoms Hall Hotel is recruiting a junior sous chef. Now, Veera International is an international consultancy with offices in London and Mumbai. I don't know them personally, but if you are interested in the hospitality industry, it probably would be wise to get in touch with them and share your profile and ask them if they know any relevant job openings. In this case, Veera International is hiring for a head chef for a high street restaurant in the UK. They require 1 to 2 years of experience as head chefs in kitchens and to be comfortable in a busy kitchen. You'll also be responsible for maintaining the overall kitchen, controlling and directing the food preparation process, and managing and working closely with all the other chefs. A grill chef and also a continental chef and a bar manager. Ping Pong Limited is recruiting for chefs, bars, floor managers, or GMs. Now remember, a lot of these opportunities are time bound, so you should apply as soon as you can and then spend a good amount of time on all of these job portals looking for similar openings. If you need help with that CV, because that CV is quite literally what is going to take you one step closer to that dream job and getting yourself to the UK. If you need help with that CV, just click here.